This is actually training video number 2. I've kind of started talking a little bit sooner this time, and actually I took the volume out of the background, so all you hear is actually my music background, but not the actual video background, which is a little trick you can do to edit music or edit sound. You can actually voice over like I'm doing now and have music playing in the background, and or you can have the music, original music in the background there in a practice setting. Nonetheless, this is training video number 2. If you notice, I've been talking for a little bit, the camera kind of moves fast in some instances, like right there. Sometimes I've cut it and I've edited it and I've gone to a different screen. Essentially, when you're filming a person, you want to stay with them for 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 seconds and just focus on them. If you pan left and right, unless it's a wide shot like this, then it looks fairly shaky. It shakes up the camera. In this example here, again, fill up the screen with bodies in all frames. Essentially, the top of their head should be at the top, their feet should be at the bottom. Right there, you can see his finger. That'll happen from occasion, and you just have to pay attention to that. This isn't a bad shot, but again, look at the 3 or 4 inches at the bottom, look at the 3 or 4 inches at the top. You want all of their bodies to fill up the screen. As we go forward, there are a couple of shots where that actually does happen, but see how the screen is shaking there just a little bit? This isn't a bad shot right there. They almost fill up the whole screen, but when they make this move, they become smaller again. And in time, you get much better at doing it. I've been doing this for 6 or 7 years now, maybe longer, but I've kind of gotten used to the frames and the bodies inside the frames. This isn't a bad shot right there. If you look at his foot and you look at the head, it actually fills up the whole frame, and that's how all top and bottom wrestling should be. Here's another not so bad example. If you look at their feet and look at their head, they basically fill up the frame. It should fill up the whole screen, just about every single frame, every single shot. If you do that, much easier to see on a smartphone, or much easier to see on a tablet, or much easier to see, generally speaking, on a computer, PC, laptop, or anything like that. I show this frame here because it's focusing on 2 or 3 or 4 things at once, which is fine if the camera doesn't necessarily move. When the camera moves, now it looks shaky and it's hard to follow what's going on. In a wide screen or a wide pan, you just pull all the way back and you're looking at everything, and if the camera moves, it moves very slowly. When you zoom in and out, you zoom in and out very slowly, so the camera doesn't appear to be shaking, or the athletes don't appear to be herky-jerky movement, if that makes sense.